Good morning. It is a beautiful snowy day in the Midwest, and all over the local news is how this is the heaviest snowfall of 2023. It's the 21st of January. So I want to say hi to everybody. We're all adults, you know the routine. Click subscribe, hit the bell thing, let people know everything is for entertainment purposes. This is my observations, my feelings, my intuition, the clairvoyant ability kicking in on whatever statements I make. It's all for entertainment purposes only. I do have to remind you that. Um, Something was brought up to me the other day where some people are having a little bit of confusion. Now, I do put up that when a video is going to be broadcast on this streaming service. A premiere is when the first time the video is being shown, and I do try to put it at an hour when a lot of people are available, and I will be available in the chat to answer questions. Now, I said in my last video, I will start doing live streams. Live streams are when it is not a pre-recorded video, but I will be actually live, like on broadcast TV, and I will be able to invite subscribers and they will be able to ask questions. And like I said, I am waiting till I get 250 subscribers. Then I will schedule a live feed so people can come on, ask questions. You don't have to show your face. You can just be your audio. But that is a live stream. Anything else, it's a premiere, it's a pre-recorded video, and I'm available to talk in the chat log. Then where the scrolly thing on the side where people type in comments. So I wanted to clear that up. Now for the stuff that everybody's been looking for. I'm like crying out loud. That Andrew cover. That's all pieced together. Think back to that photograph. There's no negative for the photograph. It's a photoshopped where they took bits and pieces and put it all together. The magazine cover, I haven't seen it in any of the stores. I don't know if it's sold out or if it's real or not real. It may be just pieced together from someone who's very creative on the graphics on their computer. And when you think about it, take a look at all of Andrew's past girlfriends. They are very curvy. Take a look at Sarah. Sarah, when she was in her 20s, no, she was not as skinny as Diana, but Diana was also dealing with bulimia. Sarah had a gorgeous figure. Hey, women, we're designed to be curvy. And Sarah is definitely curvy. All of Andrew's other girlfriends have curves. There's no way he'd go for somebody like Megan. She's string being scrawny. Okay? And I know women who strive so hard to be on TV, and they basically starve themselves to remain a size 2. When, okay, I'm a size 8. And I don't think I look that bad on film. But they think that, oh, the camera adds 10 pounds to their figure. I'm like, sweetie, once you reach a certain age, unless you have the curves, you'll look sick. So that's one thing covered. Okay. And now another thing that's getting battered back and forth, they're saying, oh, Charles is going to wait and give the Dukedom of Edinburgh to Charlotte. Excuse me. Charlotte already has a title that's going to go to her that everybody's forgetting about. Charlotte is the next in line to receive the title of Princess Royale. It will be given to her when the wonderful, wonderful Anne, when her time has come, which hopefully won't be for another 20, 30 years. By that time, Charlotte will be mature enough and will have enough experience to follow in her aunt's footsteps. So it would not surprise me. My gut is telling me that I think one of the first things Charles will do after the coronation is, or even at the coronation, Edward will come up and be announced as the Duke of Edinburgh. That's what I keep seeing and have feeling of at the coronation. That's when he, Edward and Sophie, will be announced as the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh. And I think that would be a gorgeous way to do it at the coronation. It's a great way to memorialize their parents, and it'll end all this conjecture of will he or won't he. And yeah, it's like slimming down the coronation. Yeah, they have to, because it's like somebody else, I've been saying, it's a fire hazard to have 8,000 people in the Abbey. It's just, you can't do it any longer. Especially with all these people still, oh, I might get sick. Ugh, give me a break. It's a faux. It's a hoax. Think about how they used to lock people down during the 1930s. If you didn't have this, or they used typhoid back then. Now they're using something else, a stomach bug. Oh, what else? Oh, somebody called me and asked me, hey, is this thing ever going to get settled? I'm like, what thing? I'm like, oh, how to purchase admittance to going to a live musical event. That is going to be real interesting. And it's going to come out like a pay to play scandal, like they did with the radio stations back in the day. So I think a lot of these places where they print up the little paper things that you need to go in to see a music show, that's all going to be revamped, because I know a lot of artists on the admission sales, they don't make a dime. They make a dime through the merchandise sold at the performance. So if you do go to a live music show, make sure you buy something, because that's when the artist makes money. And even though you can download the entire CD, album, whatever you want to call it these days, buy the hard copy, because what happens if your computer crashes and your motherboard fries? You just lost everything. So buy the disc, but if you really are into it, please buy the vinyl, because you get a better bass line. Better sound off of vinyl than you do off of the plastic disc. Yes, that is true. Very true. Oh, now it's coming out that, oh, everybody has stuff in their basement boxes. They're talking about the guy in Indiana, and yeah, it's going to come out that everyone has boxes of stuff that, oh, papers accidentally got shoved into boxes, sealed, crammed down in the basement. I think this is all piece of malarkey to take the heat off of somebody else, but it's a bait and switch drama. The commander-in-chief, I have a feeling they're going to they're using this to get, like I said, Watergate all over again. Now it's Papergate. Rock, paper, scissors, water, whatever. Water's very powerful, but hey, this is paper, and Papergate. So he'll end up no longer being at 1600 Pennsylvania. And what's-her-face will pop up for a minimal amount of time. I mean, she won't even have time to redecorate. She'll sign the pardons. And then, just like Jerry Ford, he couldn't make it on his own. So she was just a tag along on this to get the votes of a certain demographic, but people are now kind of disgusted, especially her own demographic, so she won't be able to carry that crowd in 2024. And there'll be somebody else. That person, ugh, I get an ick feeling. And the next 24 is going to be really exciting. Just like I went into this, I was in the downtown area yesterday, and I went by City Hall, and I was stopped on the sidewalk because there was the cars there, and somebody was being escorted in and out of the building. And yeah, Beetlejuice, yuck. Just being around that building, I get a creepy feeling, and actually start feeling very, very shaky, which gave me the impression that things are going to rock and roll there soon. The mayoral election in Chicago is in weeks away. So just on the sidewalk, walking past City Hall, all I did was shake. I'm like, so earthquakes, shaking, something's going to happen. It's not going to remain the same. Things are shaking apart. So I hope the right person for the job gets to move in there in March. Yeah. That's about all that I've got today. I mean, Andrew, yeah, they're going to, his part in it, people are saying, oh, he has to tell everybody what he's doing, what he knows. I go, he can't say right now because the investigation is still happening. And when a few more people are brought in on the task, then bits and pieces of what he knows will come out. And right now, the gruesome twosome are in a bidding war to see who they can be. What network will bring them on as color commentators, but I think Henry had better go back and read the script from one of the episodes of The Crown. We know he watches it. So he knows what to say, because there was an episode where you had lovely Edward telling his friends as they were watching it on television exactly everything that happened. But we know that Henry isn't the sharpest crayon in the box or brightest bulb in the chandelier. And although he can be pretty lit using other things, but he's not the brightest bulb. He's going to have to be coached on what to say on what's happening. So if he does come over, it will be it'll be beneficial, because if he leaves the United States and goes over for the March 6th event, I don't think immigration is going to let him back in. So that may be a reason why he won't go fly across the pond. He's kind of, if he leaves, he's not going to get back into the States. So we'll see what happens next. I know that somebody has already been ordering a new fur cape, and she wants her own little headpiece, but you need a kind heart to wear a coronet. Does she have one? See you later. See you on Friday. Bye.